So if you have a bad relationship with selling, here's a really, really effective way to start to heal those triggers inside of you. Because if you are easily bothered or triggered when a prospect says no to you or negotiates with you or bargains with you, you will lose the power in the sales call. You'll lose the power of the sale because you're now easily affected and the person affecting you is in charge. And so to be still in the mind, to have peace of mind in the process of buying, is how you stay the power in the calls, the authority. And so if you have a bad relationship with selling because of past experiences or like belief systems that are probably planted in there that you don't even know, they're kind of unquestioned belief systems, then the way to do it is first grab a piece of paper and think of the last sales call where you got triggered or like you lost it or you got easily bothered, or whatever it is. Just however you can come to those things and write down all the things that bothered you or the thing that bothered you from that last call. So you write down, be like, when they said this, or when they applied this, when they didn't do this, and you write them down. And so step one is you write down what bothered you. It's like, what's the thing that bothered you? Then you write down, why am I bothered by this? So we want to be able to extract from the trigger the cause of the trigger, which is the meaning behind what that means. So if someone said, you know what, I have other competitors that are cheaper than you and doing the same thing. And you go, that really bothered me. So, on the sales call, you got reactive instead of responsive and you lost the sale because you started to get attached to it and argumentative with the prospect and you lost. Okay, no problem. This is how you're going to make more money by doing inner work in sales. So you're going to sit down and go, when they said that, I know that's what caused the trigger, but what was the meaning? Why did it happen? What was the belief? The why is the belief. So behind the behavior that bothered you, there's a belief. Go, what does that mean to me? Why did it bother me that the person said the other competitors are essentially better than me because they're cheaper? Oh, does that make me feel like I am not good enough? Or does it make me feel like I'm being compared to other people? Like, what do I believe? Other people are better than me? But that's not what they said. They said they're cheaper. And so, okay, I sit there and go, why do I think that? So it's what bothered me, why did it bother me, and then where did I learn this from? And when you get to that, that's where the breakthrough happens because your awareness of the problem is like how it just evaporates. You go, where did I pick up the belief or the trigger, the trauma around not being compared and being not being good enough? Where did I pick that up from? Who did that to me? What's the first memory I have of like someone telling me, oh, someone is better than you? Or we picked them over, like I was in high school and I went to, apply to interview for my basketball team and I didn't make the cut. Did that stick with me? Like, was I traumatized from that? Like that bothered me because I'm like, why wouldn't you pick me? And then I thought it was because it's me. Like they didn't like me. And I go, I'm messed up. I'm not likable. Like all that shit happens in us. So we want to be like, what bothered me? Why did that bother me? Like, what do I think? What does that mean to me? Why do I believe that? And then where did I learn that from? And once you get to this point, you already have a breakthrough because to you, you'll be like, wait, I don't actually believe that. That's not something I want to carry on for the rest of my life. So you just let it go. And the fourth step is you place in there what you want to believe. And so a simple example is someone comes up on a call and they say, yeah, you're good, but your competitor has a better product than you, like it's cheaper than yours. And they do the same thing. That bothered me. You write down why, because that means, and that's fill in the blank, that means I am not good enough, or I'm still like someone's better than me, or this person doesn't see my value, or I'm going to fail in business, or my dad was right. I can't do this. Whatever the hell it means, whatever comes up, write down what it means to you. Then you go, where did I pick that up from? Like, says who? And question it. And that's where the belief becomes unstable and then evaporates. And he goes, oh, this reminds me of how me and my mom used to argue about this in school. And now that I think about it, I'm thinking this person's my mom, but they're not. They're just saying they have a cheaper product. Maybe they just don't have the budget. Isn't it actually good? I'm more expensive. And your mind starts to change. This is how you reshape the mind and your identity and your belief systems, and you change your life from this. So you want to change the path of your life, you have to change the path of your thoughts. And so you sit there, you go, oh yeah, I used to argue with my mom like this all the time, or with my ex-girlfriend, or whatever, or my friend in high school. Wow, I saw it. And then the last question is like, what do I want to believe? Actually, I'd rather them go with the cheaper product if they're looking for cheap. I'm the more expensive because I'm actually a better quality product. So just because someone does the same thing for cheaper doesn't mean they're better than me. It means they're cheaper. So you replace the belief like, oh, I'm just a better product because I charge more, or whatever it is. Or that doesn't mean that at all. It means nothing, actually. You could also replace it with no belief. Doesn't have to mean that. It just means they wanted another product. That's okay. Doesn't mean I'm a failure in business, because me not closing a sale doesn't mean I'm not good. It just means sale didn't want me. That's it. Actually, a real good reframe could be they weren't ready for me. That's a really healthy way to replace a belief. Amount. Don't excessively use that, but like you're not closing everyone like they're all not ready for me yet. That's but every now and then, if someone doesn't buy, you can go, instead of I lost the sale. We don't do that. When I train salespeople, I'm like, you don't lose sales. You either win, you either close the sale or you turn them away. They're not ready for you. You never walk away thinking, I lost. No, you didn't lose. You either won or you learned. That's it. You don't lose. So you sit there, you go, oh, they're just not ready for me. You know what? They'll buy the other thing. They might come back in 6 months. Perfect. See how the mind stays positive and strong? Now you don't let negative thinking come in. You keep developing that magnetic mind. So it's keeping to bring into you what you want instead of going downward. So these 4 steps is how you remove all limiting and toxic belief systems around selling and how you reshape your relationship with selling.